Namagembe Rachel by name. I stopped in Form 4. I didn't have money to continue my study. I thank Wato International Institute to help me in my study, and I'm learning fashion and designing in tailoring.
My name is Faith Mirembe. I thank Wato for giving me an opportunity to study fashioning and designing.
My name is Ananya Jabutia. I'm studying from here in Wato International Vocational School, and I thank Wato so much because they have given us our opportunity to come here and learn.
I'm Buddy Mix. I'm from the United States of America, and I had never really thought about going to Africa. Of course, everyone knows Africa because it's one of the largest continents in the world. Who could miss it, right? But it had never been something that I thought I would go and see, other than perhaps the pyramids, which is the obvious tourist thing to do. But my destiny took me places I didn't expect, and it took me to Uganda via Wato International and Emmanuel Muzasizi, who invited me to come there after he heard about a tragic situation that I had been through.
Hello, this is Rachel from Wato Vocational under Wato International. The founder of Wato International organization is Mr. Emmanuel Musazi Bristol. I'm the principal. We officially constructed this place in 2022, and we officially opened it. We opened our school in the 2023, January 9th.
Emmanuel started and was the founder of this organization called Wato International, Women Are Taking Over, which is designed to help young mothers who have children and don't have any way to take care of themselves because they've either been abandoned by the father or they have no source of income due to the situation. I came to Africa, specifically Uganda, in 2017 at the invitation of the founder of Wato International, Emmanuel Muzasizi. I didn't really have any idea of how exciting and educational the trip would be. But when I met Emmanuel, there was just this immediate moment of friendship that we felt for each other. I'll never forget the day I arrived here in the airport. From there, I came to find out that Emmanuel had a dream to assist unwed mothers with children in developing a career so they could take care of their families. And this passion of his has grown into a wonderful educational system. He's also a very devout Christian and helping to spread the word of the gospel through his contacts and through his friends. So what I've seen about Wato is that it's a wonderful source of education for these poor girls that have suffered because they don't have any male to support them in what they're doing with their children. They have no source of income. So they're pretty destitute and in some cases even starving because of lack of material things in their lives. And here they are, burdened with a child, trying to take care of a child, and they have no means of doing that. And this is what Wato International and Emmanuel Muzasizi took under their wing and have now nurtured and helped these young women to be able to create a life where they can sustain themselves and grow their family.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Christon. I'm the founding president of Wato International Organization. We started Wato International in 2015 with the aim of reaching out to the destitute and marginalized women out there. Gender equality, inequality issues have been one of the most debatable issues globally, but especially in Africa, that's where most women have faced and felt the stigma as a result of inequality and demeaning the gender of especially of women among us all in all areas of all social areas. Gender inequality issues have been instigated by both religious and cultural beliefs, whereby most cultures and traditions don't believe in women as leaders or as business persons. Even some of the families and tribes don't educate women. We have so many tribes. Africa is a whole bunch of a complex, because we have so many tribes and cultures. For example, like in Uganda, we have so many tribes. Over 66 tribes and 66 languages are being spoken with different norms and rituals. Like the Sebe, they circumcise women. And in my culture, where I was born, in my tribe, women used not to eat chicken. But as Wato International came out to lift the glory of a woman, to bring back the glory of a woman, because God has created a woman as a glorious creature.
What's really fascinating to me is after I started to share with my family and friends that I was going to Africa, this fear started to come from these different voices. Even African Americans were saying to me, the only way I'd go to Africa is if I was packing, which seems a little bit extreme. And I have always felt that wherever I go, God's on my shoulder, and if I'm gonna have an unfortunate situation, it could happen anywhere in the world. So I took it as a wonderful invitation. I came to Africa not knowing what to expect. And what I've discovered and experienced has just been life-changing to me. The African people have so many wonderful customs and beautiful expressions that everybody in the world should come and enjoy and experience and take home with them. You're most welcome is a saying that every home and every business will express upon seeing even when you return from the grocery store, welcome home you get from people that are there. So Africa has a deep sense of expression that's very spiritually connected. It's unlike any other country that I've ever seen. There's no separation between spirit and reality. It's all this combination of experiencing spirit through the living form of the body, with each other and for each other. So if you ever have a chance to come to Africa, don't hesitate. You'll find a welcoming group of people, and you'll also find that they take visitors under their wings and protect you. There's any sense of fear that you might have, especially in coming to Uganda, which is rated on a scale of 1 to 5 as number 1 in terms of safety. So you could come to Uganda, have fun, enjoy the food, enjoy the people, and actually feel very safe and comfortable amongst these people, no matter what your cosmetic makeup may be or what country you're from. You will find that the African people will accept and love and protect you here in Uganda. So don't hesitate to come. a greater, more harmonious, loving experience than I ever imagined possible. And I'm so grateful that Wato International and Emmanuel Musasizi, the founder of Wato International, invited me here. As a result of my coming here and seeing the work that Emmanuel has been doing through his foundation, Wato International, I've become more and more involved over the years and have been able to share the project that he's been developing and help him get some assistance. And that's what this kind of project calls for. It calls for people to come and see what's going on. And once they do see what's going on and the benefits of how this organization is helping young mothers to succeed, you're going to want to help. So please come, enjoy, and get to know Emmanuel Musasizi and his wonderful nonprofit organization, Wato International. Thank you.
And we started Wato with the aim of winning souls for Christ through supporting and also lifting up women and also promoting their talents. So in 2022 we started one of the projects that was one of the objectives that we had for Wato, and that is Wato Vocational Institute. We realized that the best thing that you can give to a child in order to have a bright future is education, but also the best thing that you can do for a grown-up woman, a single mother or a teenage mother to brighten their future is by giving them skills. So we came up with this idea of Wato International Institute, in order to be able to give skills to these women and girls. So in Wato Vocational Institute, we offer trainings and courses in technical courses in fashion design and also hairdressing, and other courses like in catering courses, plumbing, and also auto mechanics for women, because we believe in women. They can do whatever a man can do. So it's not about your gender, it's about the way you think and what you want to be. So it doesn't necessarily mean that a woman is turning into a man, but it's necessary. We are trying to pull out that is inside of them, because we believe that inside of these women there can be great ideas that can provoke a change for the entire universe in this generation. So we put this school in this community, and we have received so many women who are joining the school, and the school is free of charge. We're not charging any money from them, and we believe that whatever we are investing in them, we are investing in the community, we are investing in the future, and we are trying to help these women so that they can be able to earn a living and also to take care of their kids as single mothers who are abandoned by their husbands. So in 2021, it was recorded that over 350,000 pregnancies of teenage mothers were recorded. The same also applies to, actually it doubled in 2022 during the COVID-19 lockdown, whereby it's around 644,955 pregnancies which were recorded among the teenage mothers. So we realize that so many girls will not get a chance to go back to school because they're pregnant and they feel shame and stigma. So most of them have decided to stay home. So what we have done as well, we are trying to recruit. We are recruiting these girls and giving them training in fashion design and hairdressing, so that they can be able to have a better future for themselves and for the babies.
Wato International, in the short period of time that I've been involved, has made some tremendous accomplishments. They've been able to provide potable water to over 300 homes in this one community, where they dug a well next to a school that they would have built, and students are now attending the school. They have potable water there, And the surrounding community of 300 homes comes with their jerry cans, they call them, or carrying containers for water to take home with them, because fresh water is not in ample supply. And of course, without fresh water, life is a little less comfortable. So it's exciting to see what Wato International is doing. One of the exciting things about Wato International is what they've already accomplished. And in the short period of time that I've known Emmanuel, I've seen him take this idea of helping unwed mothers to actually creating, developing, and building a school, to digging a couple of wells for potable water. In fact, the school has a well that provides water not only to the school itself, but to the surrounding community of 300 homes. To give you an idea of the impact that this is having, this is fresh, potable water that this community never had before. People were taking their plastic cans down to muddy water areas, swampy areas, in order to get their water for their cooking and drinking. So already this organization has not only assisted unwed mothers in providing them with an education, but is also providing the nourishment of potable water, which is something that we all need in order to maintain and sustain our lives with the basics of health. Without clean, fresh, potable water, humanity runs the risk of formidable diseases. So Wato International is already proving itself, and they're taking the resources that they've been given and really providing outstanding service to surrounding communities through education and through water. So if you have any interest in helping Wato, you can designate your particular funding to schooling. You can dedicate it to making churches, or you can dedicate it towards providing a well for a community. Their objective is to create at least 1,000 of these wells all over Uganda to help people create and be able to maintain their lives through potable water. So be sure to invest a little bit of time and research Wato International if you are interested in helping those who are less privileged than you. And it can be a small donation of $10 on up. So Wato International is a good spot to put a little bit of attention on, and perhaps some of your resources.
We have a problem in Africa and in Uganda that most girls don't really go far because of the money, lack of money to continue with their studies, because most of them come from very poor families. And we have found a challenge of girls who get married at early age for dowry, because if you're born in a poor family and they have no money to take you to school, the next thing is to sell you off. To sell you, they look at you as a property. So these girls are being sold to elder men who can pay dowry for them, not because of love, but because they are purchased as property. So by giving them skills and so that we can help them to stand on their own and have future is the best thing that we can do for these girls and for the teenage mothers. So at Wato International, we have we don't have a big space. We have a small space, as you can see. We don't have so many structures and facilities, so it limits us to accommodate as many women as we could. We are trying the much as we can, and we are praying for God for provisions that we can be able to put up some facilities, bigger facilities and classrooms, which can help us accommodate more women, because we can only accommodate 60 of them, given that we divide different classes, like morning lessons, afternoon lessons, and evening lessons, so all the women can fit in. And we could actually, we have a big land which can accommodate other structures. If God blesses us with some structures, with some funds, and we put structures on the ground, then we can accommodate as many women. I want to thank God so much for all the partners who have stood with us, like the Truth with Mission, which give us the equipment that we are using at Wato. We need more equipment because we have a few, and we have so many students. We need more telling machines. We need computers. We need things like furniture and the salon things, the dryers, and more things. Also the equipment for the catering service, the catering class. So the same applies to auto mechanics and plumbing and electric engineering. So and decoration, yeah. So it is really a blessing that we have been able to share the gospel of Christ through loving these women and also through giving them skills. Can you imagine 50% of the women that we are helping, they don't have a Christian background. They don't come from a Christian background. Some of them are Muslims, some of them are atheists, some of them are traditionists, but we thank God that God has brought them into our hands, and we are preaching them through the good works of grace. By loving them and giving them skills, we are transforming their lives. This is the only way we can win souls for Christ. I want to call upon everyone out there who can help, and with any amount, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, $1,000. We need your support to be able to run the project on a daily basis, so that we can cater for the bills, for the electric bills, for the food, and also to pay the workers and the teachers who are doing this tremendous job of teaching these people. So it's really a blessing to have Wato International. Women are taking over. We are supporting them, and we are doing our best that we can to fulfill the purpose and the burden that God has put on our hearts. Thank you so much.